When Elon Musk took over Twitter, sweeping changes was happening almost immediately, but another thing that was happening quite fast was the reduction of the company, more specifically the reduction of staff. Elon Musk decided to cut almost 3,000 employees that was working there, and the employees that were not fired decided to leave the company after he gave them a very clear ultimatum in terms of what the expectation was going to be going forward. Now, although a lot of people was obviously upset about the mass layoffs, and I do understand that nobody wants to lose their job. It is not a fun thing to go through, and I'm sure it is something that nobody really celebrates. Even if you are against those people, even if you feel like they have been suppressing voices, even if you feel like they have been leaning to one political side, even with all of that taken into consideration, I'm sure most people can agree that it's not a fun experience to lose your job. Now, even with all of that taken into consideration, many people also believe that there is actually a method to all of the madness. Elon Musk was cleaning house for a couple of different reasons. Number one, he obviously felt like the company was way too bloated. He felt like there were way too many people not pulling their weight. And then there was also a second legitimate concern, and that was over the fact that he felt like there might be people within the company that is upset over the fact that he has taken it over and that there might be some sabotage there. Now, I do think that is probably a legitimate concern to have. I don't think that it is a secret that Twitter was leaning to one side of the political aisle, and obviously another person coming in that is very open over the fact that they are towards the other side of the political aisle. Obviously there's going to be some activists within the company that's going to try their best in order to make Elon Musk's life as difficult as possible, and we've even seen a few clear examples of people doing that, even very publicly on Twitter. Now, a lot of people felt that when Elon Musk was giving out the ultimatum, telling people that you either have to commit to working extremely hard or leave, people thought that that was his way of trimming down the staff even more. It is very clear that he had a vision in mind, and that was making sure that the most committed people was staying on with the company, and that is actually a sentiment that he shared. When it was reported that a lot of people decided not to sign on to his ultimatum and instead give out his resignation, he was not very fazed by any of that. He said that he wasn't concerned about the large volume of people leaving the company because he knew that the best and the brightest of all of those people are going to stay on, and that he is now going to be sitting with a team that's going to be more efficient and more productive than ever before, and that is a really good point and strategy in my opinion. Now, one thing that also seems to be clear is the fact that although we did see a lot of resignations, it doesn't necessarily mean that Elon Musk is trying to make the company smaller. It seems like in the grand scheme of things, he's just trying to get rid of some of the current employees that he feels are not really pulling their weight, and that the overall plan is to eventually fill those positions again with new hirings, but this time with people that might not be as politically motivated, and with people that's going to be more open-minded when it comes to the decisions that he actually wants to make. People that's not going to be there just to make his life a lot harder. And that is something that is now being confirmed because Elon Musk has said in a recent meeting that he is now done with all of the firings and that he's actually now going to start hiring again. Now, one clear thing that he is demanding out of all of the employees that is there and also the new employees that's going to come in is the fact that he expects them to give him a weekly update when it comes to innovation and how they are actually going to improve the company going forward. Now, these weekly reports is not too unreasonable. Trying to see what every employee is doing and whether or not they are actually going to do their part is nothing new, and is actually something that Elon Musk has done very successfully at Tesla. Whether you like Elon Musk or not, there can be no denying that Tesla is an extremely innovative company, and one of the big reasons why they are so innovative is because they have some of the best minds in the world working for them. And one of the key requirements for the the people working at Tesla is the fact that they need to give weekly reports saying how they are innovating and what they are doing to take the company forward, and that is something that Elon Musk is now implementing at Twitter as well. And again, I don't think that that is an extremely unreasonable request. A weekly report and feedback to your boss is something that should not be that controversial, and although a lot of people online has criticized the decision, I don't think that it is a bad decision at all. Now, I do think that it's good that the firing at least has stopped. At the end of the day, you still need employees to run the company. It just also depends on what type of employee you have in the system. Twitter right now is heading into their second phase. The firing has stopped and the hiring is going to begin. This is something that people have been speculating for quite some time now, getting rid of some of the loose weight that weren't necessarily doing their part and replacing those people that are going to be more eager when it comes to working for the company and actually pushing it forward instead of just trying to advance their own political beliefs. It is something that the general public has actually been cheering on, getting rid of some of those people that they felt were not pushing Twitter forward and was pushing it towards one political side that people might not agree with. With Elon Musk now in charge, sweeping changes are happening across the company. You are seeing a bunch of updates when it comes to Twitter policies and the way that they implement free speech. A bunch of older people that was previously banned from the platform is now coming back again, and with this new phase of hiring, hopefully only good things can come out of it.